Hello there, welcome to another great video game ideas not used podcast, GVGINU for short. As always, I'm Andre, and it is a pleasure to share my thoughts with you. So I've been doing some thinking, and I was looking at, the GameCube catalog of games. And I got to thinking about the games that allowed for usage with the Game Boy Advance via the link cable, and I had a splendid idea. Obviously, I think somebody else has probably had this idea already, but as I've seen nobody has said anything about it, I am going to. Um, Remember the games like the Four Swords Adventures, and then there was the Pac-Man game, Pac-Man Versus, I believe is what it was called, that allowed multiple players to play a game different ways, or utilizing the same map but be able to separate themselves and go off in different directions. Nintendo could do this with the Wii U and the 3DS easily. A Four Swords adventure game would be awesome for this type of thing. And I don't know why I haven't had this idea sooner. I don't know why Nintendo hasn't done this. But I do know that it is an amazing idea. Think about it. You have your four players sharing one screen, playing on their 3DSs, which the 3DS can connect directly to the Wii U, and I don't know why Nintendo isn't utilizing this. They made it happen, but they don't use it. Oh, you guys are frustrating me. You put the tools out there and don't use them. But I was just thinking about, like, wouldn't it be amazing to have a Four Swords adventure game made from the ground up for the Wii U? And it's highly possible to have the images on the main screen, and then you can look down at your 3DS and you have your particular link with your health meter and everything on your screen solo, and then down at the bottom you have the touch screen, which could have your map and inventory. Awesomeness for the 3DS and the Wii U, and then that is a triple screen experience, that which would be something I'm pretty sure Nintendo's going to head that direction. I doubt that they're holding off on it for very long, and they could do it. They could really do this. Yeah, sure, it would actually require a lot of money to be able to do this, especially if you wanted to do it on your own at your own place. But you think about it, Nintendo set their console up to be able, their console and their handheld up to be able to work together, and they're not utilizing the functionality. And another Four Swords Adventures is a great game to start that idea off. Start off with that. Come on, Nintendo. I know you guys have thought about it. Another Legend of Zelda Four Swords Adventures game? Come on. Throat's a little scratchy. That should have been a no-brainer. It should have been a no-brainer. And it was something that they could have done out the gate. And it's not like enough people don't have 3DSs. I mean, gosh, there are 3DSs everywhere. So I'm wondering why they're holding off on doing something like that. That would be something that would be interesting to me. I know it would be interesting to a lot of people. I mean, sort of like how Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles was, and yeah, they could do it, and they're not. And it's not like they need Wi-Fi to do this. The systems directly connect to each other through the Bluetooth. At least as far as what I've read, they do. Now, if I'm wrong, somebody can tell me I'm wrong, but as far as I remember, they connect directly to each other via the Bluetooth. Just like the DS and the Wii did. Which is, like I said, why aren't they utilizing this resource? Why are they not doing this? And it makes me wonder if Nintendo is worried that it will flop if they did do it. Or if it's even on their radar. I know it's on mine. But anybody else have any ideas of great games that could, kind of utilize the 3DS and the Wii U at the same time? I'm like, and I originally thought of this idea. I was like, okay, well, you can only use two game pads per system, so that wouldn't really work the way I would, if most people would think it would. So that would kind of, limit your ability to do things. But with the 3DS, you still have your gaming screen, and then, well, 3DS and 2DS, you still have your gaming screen, and then you have your bottom touchscreen. Actually, any DS model would work fine with this, but I figured keep it with the up to date versions of them. But it's just like Nintendo is like holding off on this, and they're holding off on the potential of their console, which I understand not throwing all of your cards out on the table in the beginning. But if you're going to do that, then don't tell us about the functionality of the console that you created, because it just makes people anxious about what it can do, and then if you don't do it, it's a disappointment. But I digress. I think that was all I really needed to say for this one. Yeah, Four Swords Adventures for the Wii U, good idea. Compatibility with 3DS units, good idea. Play on your 3DS unit as well as on the main screen, good idea. Oh well. Thanks for listening again. Keep your eyes and ears out for more of my stuff, and until the next time, enjoy your games.